Hey Paige, so I just finished your video on reality theory or therapy, and I really enjoyed it. I think you picked out some things that kind of uh, you took a different perspective on, and so I did part of like some of the things where she started talking about her childhood and the things that her parents didn't get her, but maybe got her siblings, or how the grandmother structured what she could and couldn't have, and how you mentioned, like, because it's looking into the past, that seems to lead to some other theories, and it does. But if you look a little bit further about the key concepts about humans and personality in reality theory, the those needs and the needs for like freedom and oh my gosh, I had a brain fart. Love and belonging, freedom, power, fun, all of those things. Those the stronger ones out of all of those needs are really fixed in early experiences. So kind of like that idea when the basis of, I think it was Adler, that said, our personality is developed early in life, early experiences around 5 or 6, and I think that's the where that is where the origin of that idea of personality is, or and those the strength of certain needs over others. And so bringing up those past, while those issues can be resolved probably using some other therapy techniques, some cognitive behavior techniques probably, it does lend kind of it does give an explanation why now at this moment, when she doesn't have what she needs to meet the fun need, because she has this need also for, like you said, power, being able to provide for herself, having the power to do that or get the things that she wants. So now she's going to take the things that she wants. And so that's a very powerful thing. So while they don't focus on those past experiences, it does give an explanation as to why she is trying to meet this power need, or she's using this need for power to reach that, to fulfill her fun needs, if that makes sense. And so I did see that. And then, let me look at the questions because I almost forgot. Oh, where you were talking about how people would be open or amenable to this kind of counseling theory, and I think people would be open to it because it does have the concept of teaching kids you're responsible for your actions. Other people don't make those choices for you. No matter what it is, we have a choice. And then I think what would help, especially with teachers, I see this being more of the techniques being more useful in, or a lot of the ideas being useful for adults rather than kids in some ways. And just in the fact of the difference between the choice theory and the external control theory. Because the choice theory, where you make calming, happy choices and you go about fulfilling those needs without hurting others, causing pain, the external control is more negative, where you are, I wish I had my book in front of me, you're using more negative techniques to gain and meet those needs. And so I think for a lot of times, and I think it goes into the idea of being less authoritative and more open and collaborative and like conflict resolution in your classroom and getting kids to be more motivated, things like that. That would be very beneficial for classroom teachers. And then you have your stinkers who are just very resistant to what their teachers do, pulling in those kids of, you're failing, right? So what's going on? What do you think the cause of the failing grades is? And then you could kind of get down to their need for, maybe their need for fun in class isn't being met. The learning isn't fun. And so they're kind of making the choice to not pay attention, or be off task or disrupt others, whatever it is. And so they're not learning the material, they're not getting the work done, so hence failing grades. And so this would be a good way to actually use at the student level to get kids to, change their mindset, change and make better decisions at that level. So while it seems there are certain parts of it where it's like you could go a little bit deeper, and I think like a lot of the theories want to go much deeper than this one. I think for some certain problems, it may seem very superficial, but it does have its place, and it does have its impact. So, but I really enjoyed your take on this. I always love your videos. So, adios.